All right, guys. Today we are gonna be reacting to she claims to be in her F girl era. Man, we're gonna go a little bit old school here and just get some of those videos of Andrew Wilson when he started doing these episodes with whatever podcast. Let's jump in and see what's going on.
So we're going to go around the table once more. So what is your current relationship status? Are you single, talking stage, situationship, friends with benefits, relationship, married, polycule, sex, cult, harem? If you're single, how long have you been single? And what's the longest relationship you've ever been in? Go ahead.
Yo, Brian looks so young.
That's a lot of questions. Can we do one at a time?
Sure. So, okay, current relationship status.
I am currently single.
Okay, how long have you been single?
I have been single for 4 years.
Okay. Longest relationship?
8 years.
8 years. Okay. Oh, whoops, hold on.
I would say I'm currently in my fuckboy stage because most of my life I was in relationships.
You're currently in your fuckboy stage.
Is it sexist? Should I say fuck girl?
Well, you know, that's interesting. I've thought of that before, and me personally, I don't have an issue with it, but there is a cohort of women that seems to object to the term slut, and it would occur to me that fuckboy is the counterpart to the word slut.
Yeah, I'd prefer if you said bang maid.
Bang
I feel like
maid.
bang maid is better.
I feel like that doesn't denote what a fuckboy is, though. A bang maid doesn't have the same, like...
Yeah, but you can still be a fuckboy and not be fucking.
True.
So, and I feel like, I guess you could be a slut and not be
Yeah, that made no sense.
slutting.
That is true.
I also feel like slut has a lot of negative connotation as opposed to fuckboy. Would you
Fuckboy
agree?
is not a positive. Women typically use that in a derogatory sense.
Not as derogatory as slut.
Yeah, I feel like...
Perhaps not to the same degree, but I don't think it's like, if a girl calls a guy a fuckboy, I don't think there's any, like, oh, this is an upstanding.
It's not to be nice.
But how do
It's not
men
to be
feel
nice.
about that term? Isn't that something we
Yo,
direct?
you see how she just throwing it back at Brian? This is early Brian, man. This is early Brian. I don't. At this point, it's very interesting because at this point, they have no idea what the hell's going on. You know, female nature. You know, it's being displayed here for the first time since Andrew's been here. So we're gonna see a lot of cringy stuff here. So buckle up.
Derive pride from because you sleep with a lot of women.
If you're proud of sleeping with a lot of
I'm
women.
just asking, yeah,
You mean...
from a man's point of view.
Yeah, so I mean...
From a what?
As you may know, all men are different, and some have different virtues than other men. So not all
Would you say
men...
fuckboy is more of like an offensive term?
Well, I would say that it's not used in a way towards men in order to be nice. It doesn't seem like a nice thing for a girl
I don't think
to
it's
do.
mean. I think they're saying like this guy isn't seeking a relationship, but I think a girl is still willing to date a fuckboy if he converts, but I don't think a guy is going to date a slut if he deems her a slut.
Oh, they do it frequently.
All the time.
They do.
I feel like
Guys love sluts.
Maybe not
It's ill-advised.
seriously.
It's ill-advised.
I don't
but-
think those are the guys who are calling girls sluts is my point.
Wait, which ones are not calling women?
The ones who are willing to date the quote unquote sluts, I don't think are
They might.
sluts.
Yeah, I think they do.
They might.
You
They
think
do.
they're just like, this girl's such a slut?
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
come on. It's
wife
like
her?
they go like they're like, I banged this slut last night. Come on, they
No,
do.
banged. I said dating. I think a girl would date a fuckboy if he got his shit together and became
Like a
relationship
reformed.
material.
I've heard the term reformed
They're saying
fuckboy.
fuckboy as in like he doesn't want a relationship, but guys don't want relationships with the sluts is my point. But girls would date
No,
a
they get in
fuckboy.
relationships with them quite
Well,
frequently.
they'll get in the relationships and it's just like they know it's not going anywhere serious.
Men, they act like they don't, but they love whores. Like, they wife up strippers, they wife up they wife up girls who do porn. I know a lot of girls who do content creation that are all in like super happy relationships. I don't know. I think it's like
Crazy.
you don't want to tell your friends that your girl's a slut, but deep down, like everyone likes hoes. Not everyone, but or
Maybe
you
in
get like a fun wife or like a chill wife that doesn't really do much, but you got a little slut on the side.
I think the opposite's true, and that most men probably don't want to have a chick who's been with a lot of men.
I said they like sluts. If they don't want to date them, whatever.
But you were making the argument of marriage. A lot of them are getting married. I know a lot of them getting married. You were the one making the argument. This is very
Guys
weird.
definitely, they be wifing them up. I see it.
Yeah, you see.
And I know slutty girls that like don't do sex stuff, but like you would look at them and be like, she's slutty.
Yeah, like I think a lot of guys would cuff an Instagram model, even though they would objectively say like she's a bit slutty.
In high school, one of my friends was like deemed like the biggest slut, was bullied so bad she had to drop out of high school, and meanwhile she was like the biggest virgin of everyone in the grade. So it was interesting.
Okay, so, jeez, I don't know what's going on out there.
They're probably coming here.
Yeah. So here's the delineation. If a chick has sex with a lot of men, she's a slut, right? But if she just dresses provocatively, we have a name for them too. We call them skanks. So there's a distinction, right?
So
I've
like
never heard
skank,
someone under
slut.
30 say skank.
And so like skank.
Master, I have to give it to the girls here. Master for deviation. You notice a girl over here on the right didn't answer the question. Have you guys noticed? Because the sisterhood's kicking in. This is early sisterhood stuff, man. This is early sisterhood stuff. This sisterhood came in protecting her and not answering the question. Look at her. She pretending that she don't know what the hell's going on. This is masterful.
I mean, the younger generation needs to learn the word. It needs to come back.
Fair.
Yeah.
Love it. Kind of 80s.
Well, so okay, going back to you, you can leave it. You can leave it a little closed, Nick. It's gonna get chilly. Just Nick, come on. So you've been single for 4 years. Longest relationship was 8 years. When did your 8 year like? How old were you when you had this 8 year relationship?
Are you trying to figure out my age, Brian? That's not
Here you
gonna
go,
To
I'm
be
telling you.
obtuse, like, come on, people here. Okay, if I were to Google your name, would there be disclosures about your age?
You can try.
Mira.
Ah, see, this is simpy, man. This is simpy.
I don't even know your last name. Mira age. I don't know. Mira Twitch age 1990. Famousbirthdays.com.
That's a good source. That's reliable.
I mean, no, I don't. It might not be accurate, but
I was 16 when I first started that relationship. That was my
Okay.
first year in college.
we're just going to say that you're 33. How's that sound?
Whatever works for you, Brian.
Okay, I'm writing down 33. If you'd like to correct to the record, feel free.
That's fine.
Okay, so you said you were 16 when you started that. So you from 16 to 20. Jesus, I can't do math right now. 16 to what? 23, 24? About? Would you say?
Sorry, that was a cool animation.
Damn.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Okay. Okay, fine. You want to be obtuse about the whole age thing. You said you're currently in your fuck boy phase. What does that look like? What do you mean when you say that?
I think there's so much in the world that I have not experienced yet because I was quite closed-minded. That's how I was raised, in quite conservative ways, at least like sexually. That now I'm just doing whatever feels right, even though there's still a little bit of a stigma because I was raised in that conservative way.
What feels right?
I'm trying to listen more to my body and like what feels good, what is interesting, what's fun, and just go along with that.
Wow.
Which is what?
Like whatever I feel in the moment.
You said whatever feels right in your body.
Yes.
What does that mean?
You want me to describe like how a woman gets aroused, Brian?
No, that's not what I'm asking, but like how does that practically manifest itself when it comes to dating? Are you dating multiple people? Are you seeing multiple people? Or what are we talking about here? Because you said fuck boy.
Right.
So
I think I was a little too harsh with that word. But basically, I am meeting as many people as I can right now and trying to get to know them to see if there's connection, whether it's physical, mental, any type of attraction, like opportunity for growth. Because I notice a lot of times people will get attracted if you have something they're lacking or they have something you're lacking, and you kind of like fill in those holes, and you're just like growing together to a better self. So that's what's very stimulating to me.
okay. So you complete each other, sort of, like a puzzle
Sorta.
piece.
Sort
Like
of, yeah.
if, for example, a guy is broke, since you're a very successful content creator, you would be prepared to, provide financially because he's lacking in
Honestly,
that department.
I'm a little
John
tired of
Smith
that.
donated $100. Can you ask Andrew if he's been in the military before? Last time he made some comments about WMs that I thought were pretty uncool if he's never served. And if he says Air Force or CG, that's a no.
That did not mean to trigger the alert should be higher, but I'll fix it. Go ahead, Andrew, if you want to.
Yeah, so everything I said about WMs is correct. I was in the Army for a short amount of time, not for very long. I had a medical discharge.
Gotcha.
Oh, really? So Andrew was in the military. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Just a point. Sorry, guys. There was an error there. Just to be clear, TTS trigger is 200 and up, but that was our fault. Just want to make it clear to everybody. Go ahead.
So question was, would I provide for a male if he was not doing as well as me financially? Did I get the question right?
Sure.
I think that's what I have been doing so far, and I would say I'm tired of that. I would prefer somebody who's on my level or higher, just for
Sure.
variety purposes.
Gotcha. Okay. And you said you were in an 8-year relationship. When did that end? How long ago did that 8-year relationship end?
I don't remember. I think.
Yeah, she's been difficult, man. She's been very difficult. Oh, it's gonna be very hard, guys, for some of these episodes because I until this point, right? I don't think Brian had an idea what modern female was. I don't think so. Right now, she's using sign language and being difficult and on purpose, and the other females are laughing because she knows what she's doing, right? At this point, that's when you put the hammer down, right? But this is early whatever podcast, so
Better than
I
that.
feel kind of weird.
You've been single for 4 years. So for that 4-year period, have you been in the fuckboy stage as you?
I was trying. Yeah, it's still a little hard. Like,
Okay.
imagine you being raised traditionally. You still have like so many limits in your mind that.
Limits or
Yeah, like you think you want
beneficial
something.
values and mindsets?
Artificial. What do you mean by that?
Well, you said you were raised traditionally, and you said that's limiting.
Yes.
But I'm asking, could it perhaps be a beneficial instead of a limiting thing?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. One thing I figured out is that life is really short and we should enjoy it.
Translation: sleep with a bunch of men.
I think if I were to tell you my number, you will not believe it. Like, it doesn't come to the number. It comes down to how much you enjoy what you do. Because sometimes I notice women sleep with men, they're not even enjoying it. I'm
That's
like,
true.
Why? Why do that?
I wonder the same thing.
You don't know until you find out, right?
Actually, that's a good point too. Without trying, how would you know?
Let me know what you guys see in the comment section below. We'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.